In a world of social media and constant connection, there are few things more awkward than a forced conversation. The type where you try to make small talk with an acquaintance or stranger, but it goes nowhere. You ask questions that only lead to monosyllabic responses from them, and they ask questions about your life that don't interest you at all. It's the perfect recipe for disaster. Sigma males are very different from the average guy. They are strong-willed, have little regard for social norms, refuse to follow trends or fads, and don't care what others think of them. The small talk that fails to engage them is as interesting as watching paint dry. Most Sigma males don't enjoy small talk, and here are 10 reasons why. 1. They hate the fake conversations that people have. People rely on meaningless surface-level conversation to pass time or even make friends. Sigma males despise this because they see it as a waste of time, not to mention draining. In an age where social media has replaced face-to-face interactions, small talk has become more than just a way to kill time, it's also a way for people to feel recognized and know they matter. Sigma males are 100% anti-BS. They don't like lies, phonies, or people who pretend to be what they aren't. This is why they are wary of meaningless interactions, especially when it comes to small talk. 2. They don't want people imposing their opinions on them. When you ask people for their thoughts or opinions on things, you're expecting a certain response. After all, they have no reason to be dishonest if they have nothing to lose by speaking the truth. A Sigma male will only give his opinion when he feels it's needed. When someone tries to force their opinions on him, he gets annoyed and shuts down. They feel like people are trying to shape their reality, and they don't appreciate it. They feel like it's none of anyone else's business what they think or believe. People who aggressively express their opinions can be really annoying to Sigma males, and instead of hurting their feelings by telling them that, they just tune out. 3. They don't want to engage in gossip about other people. All anyone wants is some validation that they matter. Some people get a little more than others because, well, life can be unfair like that. When 2 or more people have one-on-one time together to share stories and bond over common interests, it works out well for everyone involved. Small talk about other people is taking advantage of the social benefit formula in order to climb socially. Sigma males are not interested in being part of this equation, so whenever they hear gossip about other people, their first instinct is to run away. 4. They hate the forced pleasantries that go along with small talk. Some conversations are filled with pleasantry filler, which is required to keep the ball rolling. Sigma males don't want to waste their time on this. They see it as a total waste of time, and they hate the pointless formalities that go along with it. Sigma males are really good at ignoring people's expectations. They know what people expect from them, and they either choose to deliver or completely ignore the request. This is why it's so easy for them to cut out pleasantry filler from their conversations. 5. They can spot insincerity from a mile away. Sigma males know that some people aren't just fake, they are over-the-top fakers. When they see someone who is clearly putting on a show, they can't help but call them out on it. After all, they refuse to be a part of this silly charade. They don't think people are clever for saying things that aren't true. And when people do say things that aren't true, it makes them really angry. They can't help but hate insincerity because it's so transparent, which is the complete opposite of who they are. 6. They don't like small talk because it's not genuine. That's how Sigma males feel about small talk, and there are several reasons why they feel this way about it. Genuine conversation is interesting to them, but small talk isn't, so they naturally gravitate towards the former instead of the latter. Sigma males value deep conversations that can leave them feeling inspired, so that's what they try to surround themselves with. The only problem is that it can be hard to find these kinds of people outside of their own friend circles. But when you do find someone willing to engage in deep conversation with you, hold on to them because they will become one of your most valued friends. 7. They don't like talking just to kill time and be polite. Sigma males never feel like small talk is necessary, so they find it stupid when people do it anyway. When someone else tries to start a conversation with them, they feel like that person only wants to talk because it's the polite thing to do. They know that when someone asks how you are doing, they aren't truly interested in knowing the answer. Sigma males don't like talking when there isn't a need for it. That means when people ask about their day or their life in general, they don't feel like answering. And when they do answer these questions, it's usually an abbreviated version of the truth, and not much more than that. 8. They would rather talk about what matters to them. Sigma males know that deep conversation is what it's all about, and they can't think of anything more boring than small talk. So to avoid the awkwardness that comes with not knowing what to say next, they usually steer the conversation in their own direction, so they don't have to worry about the dreaded silence. Sigma males want people to ask them questions about their opinions and what they think, not just about the weather. They know that small talk doesn't bring anything new to the table, so they would rather talk about something actually interesting to them. 9. They are just fine with their own company. Sigma men value silence over small talk, so they would rather sit in silence than engage in conversation that they aren't interested in. Silence isn't awkward when there is no one else around to judge you for it. Sigma males don't always want to be social, especially when they are in their own zone. They know that being around other people can be draining because it requires so much effort, so if they have the option to do something else or just be by themselves, they will take it. 10. They don't mind being misunderstood. Sigma males understand that some people won't get them, and that's okay. They know that not everyone will think the same way they do, so when someone doesn't understand them, it doesn't bother them in the slightest. Sigma men know that they are misunderstood by the general public, but what can they do about it? They would rather move on and feel sorry for the people who don't understand them, because those are the ones missing out. It's clear that there are many reasons why Sigma males behave the way they do, and we've only scratched the surface of what makes them tick. They are interesting, introspective, and intelligent people who recognize that life is about more than just talking about the weather. Sigma males know the value of silence, and they will make sure that they find someone willing to listen. They can be mysterious individuals because they don't like talking about themselves or their lives, unless there is a specific need for it. You could say that Sigma males are misunderstood by everyone, even other introverts, but at the end of the day, they know that their personality type is a gift.